Fantasy Football Vertical Line Free Fantasy Football for 2013 season, NFL.com. Number sign HD score strip text align, left. Important number sign HD score strip. Main countdown clock. Top margin bottom, 0 number sign the NAV group evolution A text decoration, none. Search. Welcome, user. Manage. My account. My profile. Log out. Link Facebook. Link Twitter. Loading. Sign in vertical line register. Fantasy football. News and media. Video. Scores. Schedules. Standings. Stats. Watch NFL games live. Tickets. Shop. Fans. NFL Evolution. En Español. Mobile. NFL Network. Fantasy 2013 Draft Now Perfect Challenge Genius Pick'em TNF Challenge Research Rankings Fantasy Live Help. Fantasy Football. Span. Blocks timestamp with :95px! Important. Blogs. Social Fantasy Network. Postseason Plans 9/14 page October 4, 13. Browns QB Brian Hoyer has torn ACL 11:54 a.m. October 4, 13. Freeman now the free man 4:45 page October 3, 13. Burleson still aiming Big 12:25 page October 2, 13. Fantasy Football Player News. Variant Foster RD, how Foster is listed as probable for Week 5. 9:58 a.m. October 5, 13. 23. Foster is listed as probable for Week 5 against San Francisco because of thumb and back injuries. Impacts. Foster will be ready to go Sunday night. He had his most productive game of the season in last week's loss to Seattle, scoring a touchdown and accounting for 171 total yards. MyRoadToHire.com. Vernon Davis TESF Davis hamstring is questionable for suit. 6:05 page October 4, 13. 85. Davis hamstring is questionable for Sunday's game against Houston. Impacts. Davis was limited in practice all week, which is the same approach he took prior to last week's game against St. Louis. He ended up playing against the Rams, but the fact that he caught just 2 passes for 18 yards indicate he might have been less than 100%, though his one touchdown reception was a nice touch. It generally looks like Davis should be available Sunday. MyRoadToHire.com. Stephen Ridley RB, Northeast Ridley knee has been ruled out for Sun. 4:54 page October 4, 13. 22. Ridley knee has been ruled out for Sunday's game against the Bengals, the Boston Herald reports. Impacts. While any injury is officially cited by the Patriots, the Herald indicates that a source has called the issue that kept Ridley out of practice all week a lower thigh bruise. In Ridley's absence Sunday, look for Leverett Mound to head the Patriots' Week 5 rushing attack, with Brandon Bolden in line for added carries as well, provided he is active and his knee holds up in the process. MyRoadToHire.com. Brandon Marshall Wr. Kai Marshall foot is probable for Sunday's 4:34 page October 4, 13. 15. Marshall foot is probable for Sunday's game against New Orleans. Impacts. Although Marshall logged just one practice all week, a limited appearance Friday, it appears as though the Bears intend to utilize him as normal against the Saints. His owners almost certainly want him active. MyRoadToHire.com. More player news. Featured headlines. Video. This week in fantasy history, Week 5. Only one Hall of Fame running back is the answer for this week's question. How well do you know your fantasy history? Give it a try and find out. Watch Fantasy Football. America's team, Ridley or Green Ellis, who goes? America's team has won 3 straight and sits in first place, but there are issues at the running back spot. Is it time to say goodbye to Stephen Ridley or Ben Jarvis Green Ellis? Read Fantasy Football. Packers, Broncos Wrs are fantasy gold. Going deep this week looks at the fantasy gold that resides in the Packers and Broncos pass-catching units, 2 groups of players who get it done without going deep as frequently as you think. Read Video. Fantasy, starts, sits, and sleepers. Michael Fabiano and Adam Rank help you set your lineups for this weekend. Then they tell us which players you should start, which players you should sit, and which players